Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a bit of a spontaneous one tonight, and it's a big too. So, working title brewery. I think they're known, working title Beer Co. They're sorry about that. Don't know what's going on. I've only just started. So anyway, as I was saying, now I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, working title Beer Co. So yeah, they're out of Brisbane. They're a brewery I really enjoy. I quite often buy their stuff online. They normally bring out different beers like sort of monthly. Their series they've got, I think it come out in June. It's called Lock, Stock and Four Smoking Breweries. And it's a collaboration with four epic Sydney breweries. Three of them I just visited recently. So it's like, sort of loosely based on the movie, isn't it? Lock, Stock, and Two. Is it Four Smoking Barrels or something like that? But yeah, you've got. So this is the Diamonds, which is Kicks Brewing, and it is a red IPA at 7.5%. So I'm going to do them in order from ABV, lowest to highest. And then you've got the Clubs, and that's a black IPA at 8.5%, and that's with bracket. Cool can artwork, I must admit. So yeah, it's all red and black. Yeah, I thought it was two smoking barrels. Yeah. I reckon I've seen it back in the day, but I can't really remember it. Cherry ripe pastry red. That sounds interesting. At 8%, and that's with Future Brewing. Future really impressed me when I was in Sydney. Yeah, obviously the Hearts. And then you've got the Spades, which is One Drop Brewing. That's a coconut rough pastry stout at 10%. So they're all pretty big beers too. It's pretty naughty doing it on a weeknight, but yeah, I was a bit sort of soft with the beer reviews on the weekend. I expected to do a heap more, but I think because we're on Harry's for so long, and then I went to sleep again. But yeah, Saturday I only sort of had a few beers Saturday. But yeah, cheers to the chat. We've got Evie, good to see you again, mate. And Adam. Cool. Yeah, I wanted to do this sort of this afternoon, but I thought there's no point because no one will be watching. So I tried to sort of make it a bit later, and because it's four beers, I'll be going for a while. So people will sort of eventually start joining. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I knew there was some sort of theme there. Yeah. Yeah, cherry ripes are probably one of our most popular chocolate bars. Maybe this is why I don't go live at this time. I don't know why I'm having internet troubles. It has been raining a lot, and I know we have problem with our phone line when there's a lot of rain because it's in a shit area in this pit where it gets flood. But yeah, so as I said, I'll go low ABV to high ABV. They're all big anyway, so I think that The smallest one's 7.5 and the biggest is 10, so there's not much of a gap. Yeah. Yeah, like when I was at work this morning, the sky was just like black in the distance. It had that look like it has when it's going to snow. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I've been having a fair few one drops lately. Stouts, sours, IPAs. They're a great brewery. They're just a bit expensive, but I guess most of the sort of hyped ones are. Anyway, let's get into it. As they say, we're not here to fuck spiders. So first of all, we have the red IPA. Yeah, Kicks Brewing. They were just around the corner from Bracket. When I went to Kicks, I was really impressed with their customer service. I don't know if it was like a couple or they were just it wouldn't surprise me if it was the owner, the male. I just don't know if the lady there was his partner or just like a worker. But yeah, they were really, really friendly. Like at a guess, I'd say it's probably husband and wife. But yeah, one thing that impressed me was their lagers. They had like Czech lagers and they're really good. Yeah, you got to do it, bud. It'd be cool. Okay, now let's hope that the red and the black IPAs are like West Coast leaning, and I'll be very happy. Hashtag proper glassware too. Fanboy with the hat and the glass. And I put an order in today for future brewing because one of my Sydney subscribers was like very generous and yeah, gave me a bit of cash to go towards some beers. I thought I'll get some Sydney beers. Dirty glassware. Oh, I can't believe I broke my favourite glass on the weekend. So annoyed about it. It's real expensive too, so that makes it even worse. I think I can still get another one, but I'm just pissed off about it because it's like a glass that I use all the time. It's really expensive. It's like, and I was taking the piss out of someone. Yeah. So Craig was like fucking around, right? He's like, he had a can and he's like banging it on his glass and just mucking around. So I started sort of mocking him. And when I've done it, I've hit the edge, like the lip part. I've still got the glass here. So see how it's all broken there? Yeah, so I hit, it's real durable, this glass. I've dropped it heaps of times and it's been awesome. Because it was on that top section, it's real thin. Yeah, it just broke and like cracked straight away. Damn it. If I can get another one, I'll be happy. But yeah, it's just not cheap, that's all. Cheers, Joe. Good to see you, brother. I've got a working title series, mate, but it's got all Sydney breweries as collabs, so pretty cool. I dare say working title did what Sammy did and went to Sydney and did all the breweries, but did like collabs with them while they were there. So, first of all, looks in the camera, it looks so much darker than what it is. It's ridiculous. It's full on like bright red. So that color is so far off. That looks brown in the camera, but yeah, it's like that's what I don't get. Like, why does the red show up on that, but not on that? Like, they're pretty much a similar color, but why doesn't it show on the camera? Yeah, it's like probably slightly darker than that can. Yeah, you're not getting it anyway. So yeah, I would say like a dark amber. It's actually pretty clean, like you can nearly see through it. The head's looks pretty lush actually. About 3 or 4 finger, very like frothy, creamy. It looks like it's going to hang around for a while. I would say carbonation's fairly light. Body actually looks pretty full. I'll say medium. But yeah, I'm just wondering how much I should pour of each one. Maybe that's a good amount. We'll stick with that anyway. Bloody oath, it's the shit. Okay, let's go. Yes! Smells so good. It's very piney and resiny. Oh, and it's like real citrusy too. Malty, like huge toffee. See, these guys just kill it with these sort of styles. I feel like working title one of those breweries, they hone in on all these other styles and their hazies aren't quite as good as other breweries. And it's like, I don't care. Like, I'm not here for haze. I'm here for all the other shit. So, cheers, Juzzy. Good to see you, brother. It sure is, mate. I'm reviewing 4 beers in one show on a weeknight. I'm a naughty boy. It was painful getting up this morning for work, I must admit. Walking to work at bloody 4 o'clock, I'm like, okay. So, as I said, yeah, very resinous, piney, like a woody. You're getting like grapefruit. I feel like it's, yeah, like mandarins, like very sweet citrus, orange, even some lemon. It's just like huge citrus fruit with like, yeah, pine and sort of resinous dank notes. The toffee's huge. I just feel like I don't know what it is, but citrus and pine just for me goes really well with like a toffee, like a caramel backbone. I think that's why I love Westies so much. Anyway, let's have a drink. Cheers. First beer for the day. Look how dark that is. Oh my God. That is good. It packs a punch. Like you would think this is a double red. Actually, it reminds me a bit of Mountain Culture's red IPA. Very similar characteristics. This is probably, I feel like this is a bit more fuller though. God, that's good. I'll read what it says on the back. Diamonds. It's a deal. It's a steal. It's the sale of the century. Kick sealed it on the flop with diamonds to win a Citra Cryo, Mosaic Cryo, and Simcoe loaded red IPA. Yeah, cool. You can see why it's dank and like citrusy with those 3 hops. Cheers, Joshy. Good to see you, brother. Yeah. The colour's not accurate, but everything else is good. Good to see you, mate. See, that is one thing that's good about going live at this time, is at least like the Aussies. It's a good time for the Aussies. But yeah, very piney and woodsy. Like you're going through the forest on like a warm day. That's what it sort of reminds me of. As far as the booze goes, like I feel like it drinks where it's at. But yeah, just because it's so punchy with flavour, you'd nearly think that it's like bigger than what it is. Yeah, boy. I'm drinking all these big beers on a school night. It's cool when, like, yeah, when you grow up and you're a working man, you still call it a school night. I wish I was a kid again. Yeah, for sure. Cheeky boy. It's going down good, I must admit. It makes me keen as for the black IPA because I know it's going to be similar, just with like roasted malts instead of toffee. You get sort of somewhat of like a biscuity note as well, but it's definitely huge in caramel. It's going to be good just tucking into these for a while. But yeah, definitely a good idea that I've started at the time I had. Like, if I'd started sort of later tonight, like, yeah, having to get up early in the morning would have been a struggle. Cool. What team are you going? I used to love playing FIFA. It was always awesome going some real shit like Division 4 team or something and getting them into the Premier League. I feel like my internet's going to cut out again soon. Don't do it. Yep, cool. Wellington Phoenix. why why am I sneezing all of a sudden? Man, I'm a mess. Let's try the next one, shall we? So yeah, I'll probably go through them all and have about the amount I did, and then yeah, another sip of them all later. Don't know if I'll do any Kubes. Don't think they're really matched for that. So yeah, next up, the mighty bracket. Bracket are probably the highest rated out of the four breweries, but in saying that, they do other styles, but they mainly do hazies. So yeah, black IPA at 8.5%. It says it's the deal, it's a steal, it's the sale of the century. Bracket always had pocket clubs to win a Simcoe, Columbus, and Motueka Cryo Heavy Black IPA. Columbus. It's one of my favourite hops. Yeah. I get real bad hay fever, Adam. It's pretty bad. I just have shit sinuses in general. Can't fucking breathe properly, always sneezing. Ever since I broke my nose too, it's been a lot worse. I definitely reckon breaking my nose and it not repairing properly has definitely made it worse for me when it comes to like breathing and sleeping and shit. I should have sued those fuckers. So this one is dark and it's meant to be dark. It actually looks dark. So I would say it's not quite jet black. It's got a little, like, it's probably like a dark chocolate in colour, a dark tan. The head's about 2 fingers, slightly off white. It's got a little sort of tan touch to it. Yeah, it's sort of a similar, like, I don't know, appearance to the last one. I mean, you can't see through this one, but just in like body and yeah, medium to full. Looks very nice. Carbonation's similar. But let's have a smell. Hopefully, I haven't missed any comments. Yep. Yeah, I remember. I remember there was a year where, like, me and my housemate back in the day, we were both Liverpool supporters. And then one of my best mate, whenever he used to come around and we'd have drinks, we'd always play a heap of games, and that was awesome. And we used to always play against is it Drogba that played for Chelsea? And there was like a glitch in the game where he'd like be going, and we'd just be killing ourselves laughing. We'd all be pissed, and yeah, it was funny as. I think he was Chelsea. Yeah, yeah. So he's sort of like a black IPA that's got sort of like it, yeah, like Idaho 7 or something like that in it. Bit of a tropical feel to it. Yeah. Yeah, I've always had shit like sinus issues and breathing problems and stuff, but yeah, breaking my nose, I reckon, made it way worse. Yeah. Yeah, Amarillo's good. Sort of underrated, I reckon. Anyway, let's have a whiff of this one. I got a feeling it's going to be piney. On the nose, not as piney as the red. It's actually fairly subtle on the nose. I'm getting like coffee and chocolate. See, that's a good thing. At least I can still smell. Imagine that. Beer reviewer breaks his nose, can no longer smell beer. Yeah, I'm getting that same sort of woody note like cedar. But yeah, I'm not getting that huge waft of like citrus like I did in the last beer. Cheers, Albo. Good to see you, brother. Keep playing the piano, brother. Keep the neighbours up. It was so cool when you busted out the Dre and Snoop. Yes. We need to get a clip of that. Yeah, you should record that. Just have it as a video on your channel. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, you're definitely getting like a biscuity note as well as like roast, but it's not real roasty. There is a little bit of pine there, but yeah, I feel like everything's sort of like simmered down a little compared to the red. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people lost their smell during like the pandemic and their taste. That'd be horrible. Cheers, brother. Thanks for chiming in. We'll see you another time. Let's get into it. Cheers. I appreciate Joshy's honesty. It's cool, what stuff like that. I think I'll head off. I want to watch FIFA 17 stuff. Take care. I'll have a good one. Like, yeah, just shit like that. It's cool. It's like, it's just being honest. Yeah, for sure. It's funny though when you go to bars where, like, you're just at a normal pub and you're trying like a craft beer or something, and you're there and you have a smell of it and then taste it, and you'll just get some fuckwit that, like, yeah, just doesn't agree with the whole craft scene in general, and they'll make fun of you for doing it. It's like, good one, fuckhead. Go back to your carling and your darts. So I feel like on the palate, this one is way more roasty and piney than it is on the nose. Like, I was a little worried because I thought once I smelt it, I was like, oh, it's definitely lacking, because that other beer, as soon as I smelt it, I knew it was going to be good. This one's a bit of a creeper. I keep forgetting to trim my moustache. It's real annoying at the moment. You know, you got to trim it when you go to eat stuff and you can feel your hair getting caught as you're biting. Oh, cool. I'm just going to have some hair with my Subway sandwich. Some, like, because I live in the country, it's like I really hate the fact that I just don't have those sort of hangouts where I could just, I don't know, go for a walk one day and just go to a heap of different pubs and check them out. And one day in Melbourne, I need to just, like, I don't know, go out to a suburban area I'm not real familiar with that has a heap of pubs, and just go on a bit of a pub crawl, and just to experience more the pubs themselves and not the drink. But yeah, that's the shit thing. I hate going to pubs and you're paying like $14 for a pot of like shit beer or something. And you certainly can't afford to be eating at a heap of them. It's about $40 a meal these days. Yeah. You do get a lot of sort of feminine guys in craft beer in the city. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of there's definitely people from all walks of life. It's like anything. One thing you definitely see when you go to a lot of the beer events, especially when it's stuff that costs a bit of money, is you get quite a few high flyers. Like they're probably like doctors or accountants or dentists or just like even like sort of like a big name sort of CEO or something, just because it's just that sort of scene. It's the same with whiskey. But you can always tell if some like when you go to an event if someone's got a shitload of money because they'll like when everyone's sort of stumbling around buying like one or two bottles of like Anchorage or Bottle Logic or the brewery or that sort of stuff. They're just sort of your a lot of times just your average Joe like me, but then you'll get this one guy that buys like a whole case of it, and you're like, wow, this guy must be loaded. Yeah, we need an equivalent here. I would love to be able to, like, as you said, you can go to these places in the morning and have breakfast and have a beer with your breakfast, and it's cheap. It's like we have nothing like that. We don't even have a pub where you can get cheap beer. It's like unheard of. Cheapest beer you get in Australia is if you go to like an Aldi store and it's like shit as beer. Every single pub's just like ridiculous prices. You might get some places that have like a happy hour or something, but normally they're a pretty shit place. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing too. In Melbourne, there is a massive, like in the craft scene, there is a massive amount of females that just love it. And it's cool to see. Yeah, that's awesome. See, most pubs in Australia don't open till like lunchtime. Suppose I better have another sippy. Choo choo train. I'm on a vast array of ales, Thomas. Good to see you, brother. So I have working title. They're out of Brisbane. They've got a series of four beers called Lock, Stock, and Four Smoking Breweries, and they've collabed with four like epic Sydney breweries. They're all red and black, and they got the card like symbols. So there's a red IPA, a black IPA, a cherry coconut red. I think it's like I don't know. I think it was a pastry red or something, and then a stout with coconut rough pastry stout. They're all pretty big beers, so I'll be going from sober to well lubricated quite quickly. But yeah, I'm just on the black IPA. I feel like the red's better, but this is not too bad. The red was just very, very punchy. Yes. when I say long, as in I'll just be doing the beers. It's not like people hanging out sort of thing. But yeah, like it's got that piney resinous note, grassy, like cedar wood. Yeah, coffee, chocolate, biscuit. But yeah, it doesn't have this sort of fruity character. The last one was real citrusy. Yeah, work tomorrow. It's pretty weird that I'm doing this on a weeknight, but I mean, it's still, yeah, it's not that late at the moment. So I was going to do it on the weekend. I just never got around to it. And I've got like a Mountain Culture has a Christmas in July box. So I'll be doing like one beer a day from that when that starts. I think it starts this Friday. So I was like, I want to get some other beers out of the way before this weekend. I've still got some of Adam's English stuff. Yeah, red IPAs and black IPAs are awesome. Yep, definitely are. It's a very tough industry. $1.79 a pint. I mean a pound. So yeah, $3.67. That is unbelievable. I feel like you wouldn't be able to get a pint in Australia for under like $7 or $8. Insane in the membrane. Yeah, it's like a little earthy as well. But yeah, I think at the moment I prefer the red over the black just because, yeah, the citrus notes in the red, awesome. And I feel like just the piney notes, the base itself, like everything was just big, like massive. This is probably a bit more like subdued and balanced and like we're calming down slightly. Yep. Yeah, I missed you on Harry's. You were obviously there early when I was still snoozing. Large breakfast. God. Yeah, and that's probably like a full English, is it? It's pretty good. Bet you the quality's probably better than expected as well. Well, it's some of them. One thing I always wondered though is, yeah, I used to ask Harry about it and Craig. Like spoons, it seems like they just buy old pubs and turn them into their own. So it's like I kept sort of thinking, how the fuck do you know it's a Spoons pub? Because it doesn't look like they have a heap of signage or anything like, and they're all like real so different looking. They must have some sort of, I don't know, logo they have on the door or some shit. But yeah, it just looks like every Spoons is like completely different. Okay. So next up we have the Cherry Ripe Pastry Red at 8% by the collab with Future. My current love. When I went to the brewery, I was so impressed. And yeah, the dude that runs it, absolute legend. So yeah, this one says same start as the rest of them, but It's a deal, it's a steal, it's the sale of the century. Future snuck it on the turn with hearts to win a cherry and cacao infused pastry red ale. So there you go. It's a red ale with a chocolate and cherry. This could be quite interesting. That's my love for Future right there. I want some Future merch, but they don't have, like, they've got these little dad caps and they're like tiny little, they're just, I've got a buff head, so I need a bigger hat. And then their t-shirts are sold out. It's like, get some merch, guys. I want a hoodie. I do have a glass from them that I bought when I was at the brewery. Yeah, and the buggers are bloody. They've got a dark beer festival coming up, and it's like 20 collabs with all these rad breweries. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just go to Sydney again for a few more days. I probably would if I could afford it. Yeah. Was it me and Craig asleep at one stage? Two fried eggs, one bacon, two sausage, beans, three hash browns. God, that's good. So all that for like $10 Aussie. Oh, God. At a pub in Australia, you'd be paying like $35 or something for that. God, even a Macca's breakfast here is ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, Harry just left us in the lurch. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, can't say I've ever had it. Yeah, because I woke up and no one's there. And I'm like, I ended the stream. And I'm like, where the fuck's Harry? Oh, anyway, let's get into this beer. So it's the same as the first one. Very, very red, like a dark amber, but doesn't show up in my camera. Looks like a bloody dark brown. It's got a smaller head than the last few, but probably expected because it's like an adjunct ale. I would say one finger off white head. They're like dark amber color, light carbonation, fairly clear, and I would say medium body. Doesn't look quite as full as the last two. Oh, yeah. I thought it'd have to be. Sale of the Century is also a TV show, like a game show. Yeah. Yeah, we were all waiting for you to come back, Adam. I kept going, where the fuck's Adam? Why did he leave? And then, yeah, you just never come back. Here we go. Oh, that cherry smells delightful. It smells like sweet and tart. I sort of get like a, is Dr. Pepper cherry? I sort of get like a Dr. Pepper vibe. Because Dr. Pepper, I'm assuming, is probably like a cherry and like a sort of like a caramel or like brown sugar or something. That's what it reminds me of. You're getting sweetness from the coconut, but yeah, I feel like with the cherry, it's quite tart but sweet as well. I feel like with the base, this one's like bready, caramel and bread. It smells really good. It's got some like citrus going on as well. Oh yeah, the old secret herbs and spices. So there's like an actual cherry version. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, dude. If we see ya, we will see ya. Enjoy your shopping. Just remember to get the extra large dingers. I know in my hometown about it was pre-pandemic. There was an actual industrial area where this brewing. I don't know who they were. They were just. I think they were guys that just did brewing in their like free time, and they had their own little bar brewery. But you could go there and do a brew with them, and then they'd store it for you and like bottle it with you and go through all the process. They were doing really well for a while. I've got a feeling the pandemic fucked them though. But yeah, I'd imagine there'd be places that would do that sort of thing, like in the city. You'd have to think sarsaparilla. Yeah, sarsaparilla is sort of like an aniseedy sort of thing, isn't it? Cheers, Craig. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I haven't sort of heard of any in Melbourne, but I just remember there one being one, in my hometown. And like, yeah, you'd get people that weren't even, I don't know, it was just a bit of an experience. Like, they weren't really into craft beer, they were just regular beer drinkers. But yeah, they'd go there and brew like a Carlton draft sort of hybrid. The guys that ran it had like heap of macro beers, like recipes, but then they had heaps of craft stuff as well. Yeah, it'd be too much work for a brewery to be doing stuff like that. They'd be like, "No, we can't be fucked with that shit." Yeah, they're no longer. Didn't they collapse? They ended up going doing their own thing somewhere. Wasn't a bad brewery back in the day, the old Two Birds. It was in Spotswood. Yeah, one of the ladies was like hands-on brewing type, and the other lady was more of your like marketing, sales, and stuff. Suppose I better have a sip of this. I've only smelt it. Cheers. Cheers to cherry ripes. Adam, you'll be happy to know that cherry ripes are that common in Australia. You can even get him in our vending machine at work. So if you're ever desperate, I'll just raid the vending machine. I'll grab every single one out for you. It is a delightful chocolate bar, but the reason why I will go others over the cherry ripe, value for money. I feel like the cherry ripe's a little small compared to some other chocolate bars, and it's all about getting that quantity. Evie, let your hair hang down. Great tune. Blimpy boy. Okay. So I'm going to say that they have absolutely nailed the brief here. It just tastes like a cherry ripe in alcoholic form. It's like, yeah, parts even like chocolate, coconut, cherry. It works really well. You do get like a fair bit of caramel as well, which sort of makes it like it's almost like the chocolate makes it more like of a milk chocolate. But it's cool though, because when you think about it with this series, how you've got the two red beers and the two black, like this, it has that huge caramel toffee like the red IPA had. And then I'm imagining that the stout I'm going to have next has got that similar sort of roasty character to the black IPA. Well, yeah, they're very clever. These guys, they've done well. double. I seen some double deckers in Aldi the other day. They had some more of the English stuff in there. Um, yeah, what's the? There's one. They had a big UK thing in there like a year ago, and I bought a heap of stuff and was showing Craig. But yeah, they had a similar thing again just recently. They have like mushy peas and fucking heaps of different sweets and like biscuits and what is it? Tea? What were those tea? Was it tea cakes or tea? Craig told me to get the biscuits with the marshmallow on. I got them. They were good. I think it's tea cake or something. You're working in Franga. Yeah, boy. Fair way away from home. Good old Franga. If you want a great brewery to go in and get some beers from, dude, while you're out that way, go to Banks Brewing in Seaford. It's like the next suburb up, I think. Not sure if that's a question for me or Evie or Short Straw or tea cake. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what brand they were, but cool. Everyone check out the Short Straw. He's great work with the homeless in Melbourne. He's a good kid. Yeah, one of our English beer mates, Juzzy, was saying how he was watching us when we were at Carwin. He found it really wholesome. he was just, he said he was just chilling, like listening to us interacting, and he just thought it was great, like two blokes meeting for the first time and just chilling, having beers and stuff. Yeah, for sure, dude. Even yeah, just even if you get some takeaways there, it's a great place. You should go. You should go in there and have a beer there and film it. Oh, how'd your getaway go? Did I ask you where you went? I can't really remember. You went. I know you and Cherie went like away for a few days for a birthday, but I can't remember if I asked you where you went. I was gonna say beer. Beer definitely doesn't make me lean. I wish it did. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. What you were talking about the other day with the yeah, that sucked. Yeah, no, he's already had his stolen once recently. Slap. Back to the beer. While we're here too, everyone check out Kent Beer Reviews and Mersey Beers. Even though he doesn't want the support, get around him. Both great blokes. England's finest craft beer reviewers. So Craig is in Kent Beer Reviews, this one here. I started following him years ago. Just come across him randomly and yeah, started giving him shit in the chat and yeah, we become really good mates. And then Adam sort of met through the same community. And yeah, me and Adam met in real life recently, so that was awesome. He's the only person I've met through the beer community on YouTube. But then you got this guy who I met recently too. So yeah, we met through another sort of friend, and yeah, it's cool. Just like you catch up with these guys in real life, and it's like you've known each other for years. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's probably so many people that have channels that follow that, yeah, I'm not even aware of. Yeah, Adam doesn't really do like much stuff. He's happier for other people to do lives and reviews and all that, and he's happy just to join. But no, definitely knows his shit. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be so like how Jake's workplace, how they've got some sort of big thing going on in Melbourne. He's like getting, he got really excited. He's like trying to get involved. Like he's like, oh, I just want to go there and have drinks with Sammy. It'd be so cool. I feel like Harry will come to Australia soon, just because he's got family out here. He's one of those people that travels sort of regularly. Yeah, cool. Man, it was so cool when we caught up, and it just went way too quick. Yeah, so I had a raging Matt. He's normally sort of in my chat if I do streams, sort of maybe a bit later than this. He gave us a generous donation a couple of streams ago, and he's like, "Oh, grab yourself some beers." And I asked him sort of if he had any recommendations because, like, yeah, it's like he's being very kind. It's like, do you want me to drink a specific drink? I'll order it, sort of thing. And anyway, I ended up going through Future Brewing, who I went to in Sydney and really enjoyed them. So I've got their mix 4 pack coming. Yeah, he's so yeah, he's based in Sydney, but he's always traveling. I think he travels for work. And then you've got Joe, as in Giuseppe. He's in Sydney as well. He's I met him through Rate My Beer. It's funny just how some of the people you come across in different streams. And but yeah, I've got a Christmas in July box from Mountain Culture that starts on Friday. So that's 8 different beers each day, as in one beer each day, 8 different beers. They're all, I think they're all meant to be exclusive to the box. Um, yeah, I want to review the 2 Verdant putties at some stage. I was going to do it on the weekend, but didn't get around to it. And then, yeah, I've still got to do the Rate My Beer Real Ale Craft Beer collab with Hackney Church. Um, Apart from that, I just got heaps of good Aussie and New Zealand stuff. But yeah, I think I need to go for a quick loo break. So give us like 1 or 2 minutes, and I'll be back. Cheers, guys. Sorry about that. When a man's got to go, he's got to go. Yeah. Oh, that's the question. Yes, I do know a guy. If you're after some real hype stuff, but it obviously comes with a price. Sometimes it's not too bad, but other times it can be. There's a few people out there, but there's one guy in particular that gets some real good shit, and he's a regular traveller from the States to here and back. Most of my bucket list beers that I've really been desperate for, I've sort of gone through him. But yeah, sometimes the prices are just insanity. It just depends how much you want something. Yep. I fell asleep and then I dropped down and I landed in the dunny. And I did an awesome dive. I did a 3.5 twist with the Barani. And the judges gave me 9.5. I won the gold. Woo! So, Adam, you like a cherry ripe? You will love this, bro. I'm almost tempted to buy a can and just have it sitting somewhere for you. It is like cherry ripe in alcohol form. Like they've absolutely nailed it. And I feel like the flavour, I mean, it's a month old, but I feel like it's one of those beers where in like 6 months' time, it's still going to taste the same. Do we know anyone that's travelling from Australia to the UK or vice versa? uh, ooh, good question. Um, I think $80. Pretty sure. Like a hyped American stout in a big bottle. Maybe I'll just get one and just sit it in the cupboard, and then when I come over, in like whenever I do, I'll just bring it with me and we'll share it. It'd be interesting to see what it's not even worth it with customs and that. I was going to say, it'd be interesting to see how much it would cost just to send one can from Australia to the UK. And yeah, I don't think I have. Pretty sure I haven't. Um, yeah, the whole falling asleep thing, like it's out of hand these days. It's ridiculous. I can't sleep when I want to, and then I fall asleep when I'm like live on YouTube. But yeah, being a shift worker obviously doesn't help. Always working different times. Your body never knows when to shut down or get going. Obviously, some alcohol makes it even worse. Yeah, but it probably doesn't help when I do this sort of stuff because I'm in the comfort of my own home, sitting on a comfy recliner. So, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's at a stage now where I feel like I can't, if I'm joining someone stream and it goes for a while, I feel like it's just natural that I'm going to fall asleep. But it also doesn't help because like a lot of these UK and US streams and that I get up at some stupid time to join, like just to be a part of it. So that's also another thing that doesn't help. The price you pay to hang out with some friends. And maybe we'll organise it through your Tasmanian distribution. Yeah, for sure. For sure. The one Craig was drinking looked pretty good. The apple one, it's like bright green. That looked awesome. Hey, I've been listening to them lately. Cheers, Disco. Good to see you, brother. Suppose I better crack into this stout because I will be going back through each one again. So welcome in, Disco. So yeah, the series I've got Disco's Lock, Stock, and Four Smoking Breweries, and it's a brewery from Brisbane. This brewery, working title. They've obviously done a Sydney trip and collabed with four of Sydney's best breweries, and they've done a series where it's got the cards on it, like diamonds, hearts, clubs, all that shit. Red IPA, black IPA, a pastry red ale, and now a coconut rough pastry stout. And this is with One Drop Brewing out of Botany, which is near Sydney Airport. Yeah, these guys, One Drop are known for their fruit sours. They're probably like, in all honesty, out of all the fruit sours I've tried worldwide, One Drop are like elite level. Like they'd easily be top three. I reckon they're that good. But yeah, they do good stouts. Pretty good at IPAs. The head brewer used to be the head brewer at what's that? Fuck. Oh, I can't even think of the country. Damn it! It's a popular brewery in Europe. That doesn't. That does not help. Croatian, I think. What's the popular Croatian brewery? Someone out there's got to know it. Adam, come on. Garden? Is it Garden? I think it's Garden. Is it Garden? Anyway, he was the head brewer there. And then he's come out to Australia and started his own brewery. He's from Australia, but yeah, so he was the head brewer at Garden when Garden were good. And then he's come back home, started a brewery with some friends. They're epic. And I feel like when he left Garden, that's when Garden haven't been as good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. Coconut pastry stout, coconut rough. So it says on the back, if I can read it without spilling it, it's filled really high. It's a deal, it's a steal, it's the sale of the century. I've said that a few times tonight. One Drop snags it on the river with spades to win a coconut rough bourbon barrel age. Yes, I didn't know it was barrel age. That's rad. Fuck yeah. So a coconut rough bourbon barrel age stout. Wow. Good luck going to work in the morning, Sammy boy. Let's get into it. Thankfully, it's still early. Quick, get it down. Oh man, I just licked the top of the can and it's brilliant. Oh man. Okay. So dark brown in color, dark chocolate, slightly tan head, about 2 to 3 finger. Looks very nice, very smooth and creamy looking. Body, I would say, is medium. I feel like the two pastry beers have looked lighter than the two IPAs. Yeah, that's about all I can say as far as appearance goes. Oh, it smells so good. So it's got huge caramel, which I feel like I'm getting from the malt and the bourbon barrel. Bourbon's like, yeah, pretty noticeable. You're getting like a brown sugar note. Even comes across like cinnamon or something like that. But yeah, coconuts there, chocolate. Smells good. Very good. Cool. You're in the mood. Yeah, I need to try that Venom for sure. Maybe if I had a few of them on streams, I wouldn't fall asleep. Rhubarb and custard. Oh, God. Yeah, it was definitely garden out of, is it Zagreb? Zagreb? I don't know how it's pronounced. I think it's the capital of Croatia. Snap! Yeah, I'd love music, Evie, but every time I play it, I get in trouble. Unless it's the shitty old copyright free stuff. I love the streams when you get the tunes going, and but yeah, always get in trouble for it. Yeah, I like how they've got a bit of a passion for Bob Marley and like reggae and stuff. It's pretty cool. Out in the beer garden, there's a big like montage to Bob Marley. But yeah, it's cool where you've got them and Slow Lane in the same neighbourhood. I was a bit annoyed I didn't get to visit them when I went to Sydney recently, but I'd visited them before, whereas in Marrickville there was a couple I needed to go to because they were new. Yes. So yeah, as I said, chocolate, coconut, biscuit, caramel. Caramel's big, like brown sugar. Smells very like pastry, like it's sweet, but the roast is there, but the roast isn't that big. Anyway, I am going in. I'm excited for this one. Cheers, boys and girls. Ooh. So the last beer was Cherry Ripe. This is Bounty. This is definitely Bounty. Yeah, boy. We're on the chocolate bars. Chocolate bar beers. I'm pretty sure you guys have bounties in the UK and Europe, yes? Oh, it's almost like you get sort of toasted coconut, but like fresh coconut as well that's not toasted. It's so good. It's sort of like imagine because a bounty bar is like chocolate and coconut, and has it got like a biscuity or a nougat or something in it? But yeah, this is sort of like combining a Mars bar and a bounty bar because it's very heavy on the caramel. Cheers, Stewie. Long time no see. It's all the same to me. Good song. I love a bit of Lemmy, bit of Motorhead. My boys Airborne from the great hometown of mine. They were actually friends with Lemmy, so that was pretty cool. It'd be so awesome having a drink with him. He'd be a legend. Lion. That was one of the ones, yeah, that was. Oh, yeah. Is there one called Yorkie? Yorkie or something? Yeah, when I was in Aldi, I remember like, yeah, Lion was one of them, and then the Yorkie bar. Yeah. Now I got that song in my head. That's a good tune. He's got such a like raspy voice. If you like to gamble, I'll tell you I'm your man. It's all the same to me. Oh yeah, the angels share. That's cool. Yeah, that's it. I haven't had one for so long. Yeah, because it's like there's huge caramel presence in this, like more so than the chocolate, or probably like very similar. So it's like the chocolate and the coconut together is massive bounty because it's so heavy with caramel. It's almost like A new chocolate bar has been created. Yeah. So it's a tribute to Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It's got all the card symbols on them and the black and red, and yeah, the like wording on the back. It's pretty cool. No, I do not. Where are they actually from, Adam? I know they're English, but I'm guessing they're from the north somewhere. Do 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 do. And he's like, not only his voice is iconic, like yeah, but his bass sound is like real different as well. Here we go, the music talk again. I'm gonna say I'm pretty impressed with this fall. It's a very good series. Hawkwind. I know you do, Evie. From the last stream, we were talking music for hours. It was good. Yeah, funnily enough, I've been listening to Sleep Token lately. There's just so much fascination with them. They headline download. There's just so much like, I don't know, sort of positivity about them, and they're just, yeah, they've really blown up. So I was like, I need to check them out. I need to sort of dive in deep and start listening to them properly. And yeah, they're just so different, very unique. I would highly recommend anyone out there if you're into. That's the thing. There's so many different genres, but yeah, it's like you've got a combination of like sort of like metalcore, but you've also got yeah, like pop, hip hop, like yeah, classic rock. Like there's just so much going on, and yeah, some of the songs are like I don't know, sort of like give you tingles down your spine. Like he's got a phenomenal voice. The drummer's fucking amazing, and they're all sort of anonymous. Like they wear like body paint and coats and masks and all this shit. So yeah, it's like the mystery around it's cool as well. Yeah. What are your thoughts on them, Steve? Rate them? See, I'd heard so much about him, but I just never got into him. And then I'm like, I need like, cause yeah, I'm just so obsessed with music, like I am with beer. It's like I need to check them out. And then I was like, wow, like some of their shit, it's just like fucking amazing. Takes you to another place. And I just love all the changes. Like there'll be like five songs in one song. All of us, you'll just hear some awesome piano and he's singing, and then all of a sudden there's a breakdown, and it's like this big metal thing, and he's like screaming, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And you can tell he's like very creative, and yeah, like well spoken and that, like his lyrics. He's like a poet. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I'd highly recommend anyone check him out. Sleep Token. Yeah, that's it. Stoke-on-Trent. Oh yeah, cool. That'd be fucking sick. Lemmy Doco. Yeah, yeah. Well, my like a band that are pretty big in Europe and the UK and stuff. Airborne, massive like rock band. They're from my hometown. And yeah, they were like real good mates with Lemmy. Like he's even in one of their film clips. He's driving the truck and they're in the back of the truck, like rocking out as it's driving through the streets. Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool. I want to check it out. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they've definitely blown up and a lot of people are into them, but I feel like in about maybe a couple of years, they're going to be one of those bands that everyone knows. Yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Evie. Yeah. I don't know though, like it it's kind of cool. It's different, like yeah. It's sort of fucked up, but it's cool at the same time. He's just one of those people that doesn't give a fuck. I love how he's like just so anti-religious and yeah, yeah. I remember seeing stuff with his collectibles and stuff. So that's what makes some of these geniuses though. They've just got their own. They're in their own world and everyone's living it, sort of thing. It's like they just do whatever the fuck they want to do, and a wolf amongst sheep, if you may. So what we're going to do now is go back and relive each four beer. Z, four beers. That was always the beauty of having four beers tonight, as I knew that I could talk to people for like a couple of hours, and yeah, it's not just dragging it on, sort of thing. Yeah, I'll have to recommend some Sleep Token songs for people to check out. I just feel like they're one of those groups. I don't know. You could see theatrical like people getting into them. They've got theatrical elements. They got like operatic sort of stuff going on. Like it's definitely the sort of band I feel like you need to be slightly musical yourself to get into them. But yeah, just me and Simo talked about him there at one stage, and Josh, and yeah, we're sort of saying how there's so much hype around him, and I think Simo's like me, sort of started listening to them and thought, fuck, they're actually pretty good. So I'm going to get back into the red IPA. Ah, Stephen. I'm going to 2 out of those 3 concerts. I'm going to the first and the third one. I sort of wanted to do Akadaka as well, but I've seen them before and just cash is a bit tight at the moment. So I thought, nah, I'm just going to do the Metallica and Oasis, and I'm satisfied with seeing AC/DC earlier. So, because they're all in the same month. It's pretty intense. 2 at Marvel and 1 at MCG. So I'm just going to leave a little bit in the bottom in case I do a Cuvo. So we're going back to the Diamond, which was the Kicks collab, the red IPA. I forgot how good it smells. It's so like grassy and citrusy and piney and oh yes. Are you in Melbourne, Stephen? I can't remember if you're in Melbourne or Sydney or pretty sure you're Melbourne. Be at the same gig, bro. Actually, we might not be because there's a few different. Actually, I think the Metallica one's only 1 gig, but Oasis there's like 3 different ones. I think AC/DC's 2 now. Anyway, back into the red IPA that looks like a brown on my camera. It's definitely red, but it doesn't show. Yeah. Yep. Fair call. Whereabouts are you based, Stevie? It's good that I got all these Aussies now hanging about. It's good to see. Australia. Yeah, boy. Yeah, what I've been doing with Sleep Token, Steve, I've been going back and trying to listen to their earlier stuff over and over again. And once I'm sort of very familiar with that, then I'll go to the next album and do the same. I just want to sort of because it sounds like their first 3 albums are sort of like linked. So the start of their first album and the end of their third album, it sort of all comes together like a story. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I thought yous were in Melbourne. Okay, cool. Where did you grow up? Are you a Victorian lad? See, I'm a country Victorian. I'm like southwest Victoria. Oh, I got like a massive cold shiver then. I'm like, wow, I need to go to the loo again. It's always awesome doing these streams like this, talking shit to people. I love it. I can talk shit for hours to myself, let alone to anyone else. But yeah, bear with me. I'm going to quickly go to the loo again and I'll be back. Ooh, it's getting colder. It's currently 7 degrees Celsius. It feels colder than that. Oh, yeah. Adelaide boy. Yeah, Adelaide's a city I want to visit. I want to go for a little getaway there. Yeah, really good food, wine, beer, even sport and stuff like. Yeah, I want to get over there again. I just don't know how to go about it because, like, I'm obviously on that side of Victoria, so like I could drive there, but then it's so much easier to fly. But it's like I have to go all the way to Melbourne to fly back there. It's like it's sort of annoying. It's like, yeah, I don't know how to go about it. Damn. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Doesn't sound good. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, Adam. that's why that's why I left just that little amount in there. I feel like at one thing I love with like sort of Adelaide, Perth, and even Brisbane, they're cities, but they still have that country feel. It won't last long. They'll be fucked soon, but yeah, as long as they can hold that out, it's like a good thing for them. Yeah. Cheers, Paul. Good to see you, bro. We're in desperate need of a sesh together again, bro. It's been a while. I'm on a series of 4 beers, a bit of a tribute to Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. They've called it Lock, Stock, and Four Smoking Breweries. So yeah, it's these guys here out of Brisbane. They've collabed with like 4 of the best Sydney breweries. And it's a red IPA, a black IPA that are both like West Coast leaning, so fucking brilliant. And then a cherry ripe pastry red ale and a coconut rough bourbon barrel aged impy stout. All 4 beers, boom. It's been very good. And yeah, just random, like sporadic fucking weeknight stream. It's like, what am I doing? I'm gonna be loose in the morning. But yeah, I wanted to do it on the weekend, and like just you end up, I don't know, shit happens. Don't get reviews done because you join streams and fall asleep like I do all the time. Yeah, and I've got like a Christmas in July box coming up and heap of other beers coming, and that's like I need to get these done now, sort of thing. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it on a school night. Shit. So it's already gone that way. Oh God. Every time I speak about this stuff, I get in trouble, so I'm not even going to open my mouth. keep keep letting in the third world become a third world country. We're doomed. I'm going to move to Poland. Woo! I'm feeling well lubricated. It's good. So yeah, this red IPA is banging. It's the thing I love about it the most. Massive multi boy, just like huge creamy toffee boy. But sorry, I said creamy toffee. I meant to say caramel toffee. But like huge citrus, like sweet citrus, orange, mandarin, lemon, grapefruit. And then you get this huge hint of like pine resin, like dankness. It is delight. Yes. One thing that fucking annoys me though is like you say what you think about anything to do with immigration. You're just speaking your mind and you're telling the truth, but you're all of a sudden labeled a racist. It's got nothing to do with racism. They're just letting too many other people into the country, and the country can't handle it. It's like infrastructure, it's housing crisis, it's like all these things. It doesn't matter who they bring in, it's just the country can't handle it. You're a racist, let them all in. Yes. Like in my hometown, the whole takeaway scene here in my little country, actually not my hometown, my current town I live in. Little country town, mostly mostly what can I say? Like most of the money here is dairy money because it's very strong dairy country. But just about every takeaway shop in the town has been bought up by this particular ethnic family that just have too much money and they're like trying to take over. And it's like I feel like that's happening everywhere. Like here we go. I hear this shit all the time from foreigners too. Uh, yeah, exactly. Like in the early days, everyone fit in and like, yeah, it's just like I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. I have strong stances on it, but you just got to be very careful with what you say. Yeah, but you're just lucky you've got that history where you can back it up. We can't. I've possibly even got Aboriginal ancestry, and I still fucking hate the way it's going. Most of my Aboriginal friends don't give a fuck about the whole. They just want everyone to get on and just keep living their lives, and yeah. But yeah, it's turned into a fucking shithole. It's just yeah, yep. It's our strength, all right. We won't have any nice waterways soon. There'll be just fucking shit dumped everywhere. Bondi Beach will look like Mumbai. Yeah. It's just sad though, like just the way the country was when I was a kid and looking at it now, it's just so fucking different to what it used to be. Like my dad used to drive around town and he'd know every single person that lived there and just constantly waving, how you going, all that sort of shit. There's no way that's the case these days. And it's just yeah. I just miss the glory days. I don't know. I felt like Australia had its own sort of soul and yeah, the youths. We always know who the youths are, but as soon as you call them out, oh, you're racist. Ah, fuck up. You wouldn't get, let's just say, you wouldn't get a bunch of five white Europeans going into a home in Melbourne and holding up the husband and wife and kids to get fucking goods. That shit never used to happen 10, 20 years ago. The youths. I'm angry. Yeah. I think most people think the same, but they just, yeah, you can't speak your mind because you get in trouble. Most people know exactly what's going on, and yeah, it's like you just got to fucking bite your lip and just let it happen. Politicians have fucking ruined the country. Oh no! I went. I went to a toilet block today. Right, there was one female toilet. There was actually, sorry, there was two female toilets. There was one male toilet, but then there was a male urinal section, and then every other toilet was neutral gender. I'm like, oh, what a fucking joke. Yes, Victoria's the worst, no doubt. That's why I'm ashamed to. I'm very patriotic. I'm like extremely patriotic Aussie, but I hate the government. And in Victoria, classic example, we've got the most tyrannic government there is. I mean, look at the lockdowns. We were the most harshest, like brutal lockdowns in the whole world. That's how bad it was. Dan Andrews, if I met him in real life, I'd love to like just knock him out. Yeah. one one t-shirt I seen today that was fucking awesome. You people that are it said this is the t-shirt, right? It said, you people that are confused about genders, try milking a bull. I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. I love that shit. I want to get that t-shirt. Imagine trying to go up and milk a bull. You would get fucked up. Oh, man. There has been a slight shift. but I'm all for it. Black IPA again. It's your fault, Evie and Stephen. You got me going. That's what we're here for. It's like, I don't know, just the like taxes and shit. Like just all this unnecessary money we're having to fucking dish out now. It's like I just want to live off the grid. I'm not even a fisherman. I want to I want to move to like Papua New Guinea and just live on a boat or something. I'm just so sick of it. I'm sick of busting my ass and not getting anywhere in life because the government just fucks you over. Glad to... It was funny today at work. My like our he's sort of like a middle-aged dude. His name's Sherm, and he was in another role last week. And we are going, oh no, we were like taking the piss, going, oh no, I went to shit because Sherm wasn't around and we needed him and we didn't know how to do anything and all this stuff. And I said, yeah, we even called up Sherm. And he goes, oh, it must have been another Sherm because I wasn't around. I said, yeah, it was AI Sherm. And we're all laughing about it. And then I go, oh, that's not the AI you're used to, is it, Sherm? Because Sherm's like a farmer by trade. So yeah, we're speaking of the old. Yeah, I'm well lit. It was always going to happen, bro. 4 big beers. Woo. Yeah, boy. harsh, harsh, but extremely true. You know it's fucked when your city has to fucking have a machete ban like that. Yeah. Youths brought machetes. It's like when I heard the radio, I got to work this morning at 5 a.m., right? And I heard the radio and it said some 27-year-old males like stole a car and run riot through Melbourne at all the service stations. And as harsh as it is, the first thing I thought is, I bet he's from Sudan. I'm all for like different ethnic groups coming to the country to make it a better place. Like Vietnamese, Greeks, Italians, a lot of Eastern Europeans. Like Australia was fucking unreal in like the 70s and 80s. and they all simulated, and it was fucking awesome place. And then, yeah, it's like now they're just fucking bringing in anyone, and it's like they're not contributing; they're mooching off the government. It's like, why are these people coming here? Then you get these fuckwits in the street with their. I don't know a lot about what's going on in the Palestine Israel sort of situation, but why do we have to keep hearing about it in our cities here? If you're that annoyed about it, fuck off back home and worry about it over there. Why do they have to bring their shit to us? There's so much anger with people, and most of them are like uni students that don't know fuck all about it. Like, go away, leave me alone. When I was in Sydney, I seen so much of it, and I'm like, we never used to have to put up with this shit. Why do we have it now? Yeah, that exactly. The government love the fact that yet they have like people that are absolutely struggling. Yeah, it's so true, Evie. Yeah. See, I've always been that sort of person. I'm not really worried about anyone else. Like I'm not. I don't know. Like it's just having that confidence. Like I'm a blokey bloke. I've done years of martial arts. I'm not really scared of anyone. I mean, there are people out there that would intimidate me and scare me and stuff, but just naturally walking through a scary area, it's like I'm never really that worried. But I just feel for like it must be so hard when you're like a just a girl walking by themselves late at night and that like fucking scary. Yeah. Yeah, the fucking UN. The UN in general's fucked. Just need to fuck it off. Apologies for ranting. Yeah. See, I don't know enough about the whole Israel Palestine thing, but it just frustrates me that, like, if they're so wound up about it, it's like, if you're from that area, it's like, why don't you go back home and like sort it out there? Like, what are you gaining from stopping traffic in Melbourne and carrying on like a fuckwit? And I don't know. I find it very irritating that in Australia here we have to put up with all this crap from shit that's going on in other areas of the globe that doesn't affect us. There's no like if there was something going on in Australia and you went to a country like Japan or China and started going, oh, they would just be like, just fuck up, like go away, like get out of here, and it wouldn't last. Any sort of Western country, it's like you have to, yeah, it's like, shit. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What happened to the days where the people, like the government worked for the people and the government did what the people wanted, not the other way around? That's what's wrong with the world now. The government do all this shit behind closed doors and make decisions and that, and the people don't even get a say in it. It's always very, I don't know, it's very, what do you call it? Our fucking politicians are always in China, always sucking up the arse of the Chinese politicians and getting fucking money in their pocket to screw us over. Oh, we're going to build an airport in Western Australia and we can do whatever the fuck we want because your politicians have taken some cash off us. And then we're going to buy all your property and all your land, and it's just going to pretty much be South China. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I have sort of heard about that. Exactly. Boom. That is fucking facts right there. It's easy for a politician to make it fucking have a little vote on something when they own a house and they're in a good area and they've always had wealth. All the average Joes out there just get fucked over. But that's what annoys me. I'm a single bloke. I've worked hard all my life. I earn a decent wage, and I feel like I'm never going to own my own house. It's just got to a point now where I've just given up. I'm like, I don't even care anymore. It's like, what's the point? I'm not paying $1 million to live in like some basic house. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's just not enough incentive or something like, yeah, it's like I'm not sure what the go is because yeah, obviously space isn't an issue. I think just the cost, people, yeah, yes. Let's gypsy it up together, bro. It's so awesome though when you like pay so much more in rent every week than people do in their mortgage. And then it's like yeah, it's like when am I ever gonna cut some slack and be able to actually have my own house? Oh, that's right, never. That's the main reason why I see future in somewhere else and not Australia because I just feel like at least if I move to another country, I've got more of a chance of purchasing my own house. It's just so fucking ridiculous. like my rent, I've lived in the same house now for about 8 years. My rent has doubled since I moved here. And it's a shitty fucking country town that doesn't deserve to have the prices it has. And that irritates me, the fact that I would absolutely die to live in a fucking awesome suburb in Melbourne and like live the life I want to live, where I take the dogs for a stroll and go to breweries and all that shit. But for me to do that, I'd be up for about $600 a week. But you'll get these refos that come here and they get it for nothing. And they're in like these prime spots in Melbourne. It's like, how is that fair? Like, it's fucking ridiculous. They're driving around in fucking Mercedes and BMWs and oh. And they can afford to keep breeding, and our type are struggling to make ends meet, both working jobs, and likely to only have one or two kids. So you can see exactly what's going on there. Where's a punching bag when you need one? Anyway. Yeah, exactly. You can live like a king in some of those Southeast Asian countries, but at the end of the day, you don't really own what it is. So in Thailand, whenever you buy a business, a residence, anything like that, it's almost like you're a 49% owner. You can't sort of take full ownership. Um, I've been to Thailand twice, and yeah, I've talked to like a lot of Aussies over there and stuff. And if you're like, say, you've got a Thai wife and you've got family over there, and that you can make an okay living, but you're never going to be extremely wealthy because you've always got that thing over your head where you don't fully own the business. And that's exactly why Australia and Western countries are fucked, because they've just let all this foreign ownership come in and do whatever the fuck they want. A lot of these other countries have, yeah, they've looked after their own people, and yeah, it's like it says something about, I don't know, like loyalty, and it's not all about making money. I was seeing him doing he's doing his little work. He's like, yeah, I seen that last night. It was pretty good. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's pretty much the ultimate. If you want to get somewhere, it's like you sort of need to band together as a community and like try and go against the grain. And but yeah, yeah. Yeah. Sam? Sam D? Sam? I like your name. Whew. Yeah, for sure. Let's be honest. I would rather globalism than communism. Yeah. I think the dream of the Aussie dream of having your own home, it's like long gone. That's why I'm just like, fuck it. Once my dogs pass, I just want to travel, and I'm not even caring about a house anymore. I might even, when I travel, I might even sort of see options in other countries or places and go, well, fuck it. I'm never going to be able to do it back home. I'll just do it somewhere else. I just don't see the point in paying $1 million for some average property here and being fucking highly strung by a huge mortgage the rest of your life when you could just, I don't know, maybe live the same life somewhere else and be way better off. Sort of the beauty of being by yourself. You can do what you want. Yeah, exactly. Liverpool. Look at that. Boom. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I guarantee, Adam, I'll probably come to the UK for a holiday and just be like, fuck it. I'm coming back. I'm going to stay here for a while. Ooh. Yeah. I think in my point of life, and yeah, I just really want to travel. I really want to see the world. I want to do as much of Europe as I can. So it's like, yeah, I'm not like I'd even, yeah, that's one of the beauties of if you lived in Europe or the UK or somewhere, you could just be in some random job, but you could be traveling at the same time. Australia, you can't do that. One big fucking island in the middle of nowhere, like yeah. You can't just get in your car and go for a drive for a couple of hours and visit destinations. It's just not. Oh, you can, but yeah. If it's only within hours, you've probably done them before in your life. Now, where was I up to? There we go. Cheers, Phil. Good to see you, brother. Missed 2 hours. Hello, Sam, and everyone in the chat. Yeah. I'm just doing a series by working title out of Brisbane, dude. It's loosely based on the Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels movie. It's called Lock, Stock, and Four Smoking Breweries. So yeah, it's working title out of Brisbane, and then they're with four awesome Sydney breweries. They've got a red IPA, a black IPA, a cherry ripe red ale, and a coconut rough bourbon barrel aged impy stout. So yeah, I got the four as like a series. I got it from a little bar in Fitzroy. I went to for the first time in a while, and yeah, that I was quite impressed with their selection, to be honest. The guy I met the owner, and I was chatting with him for ages, and I was just saying how good his selection was, and he said how he does a lot of distribution. he's one of the main guys in Melbourne that gets a lot of stuff from like other countries and that. So I was like, okay, we need to be friends. Yeah, for sure. It'd be unreal living in Liverpool and being able to just get into the whole football culture and become a scouser. I'll cut my hair shorter. I'll just have it so it's like in my face, but like shorter. I'll get myself just a pair of jeans and like a fucking like that sort of jacket that Scousers wear. Be rad. Motorhome or short-term property rent. Houseboat. Yeah, I might rent one of those boats in Amsterdam. Just sits on the side of the canal. Ooh. Yeah, for sure. I can't wait. See, the only thing sort of holding me back is my dogs. I fucking love them, but they definitely hold me back. It's like having kids. Um, yeah, because apart from that, I don't really have much holding me back. I could easily just throw all my shit in a storage shed and go, catch you later. I'm out. I'm out of here, boy. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. I have to get up at about 4:30. So it's not too bad. Still got a bit of time. I need to go to the loo again though. You know, you just like you feel it coming and then you start like bouncing in your seat. Oh, I'm going now. Cheers, boys and girls. I'll be back short. Oh, whenever I leave the lounge room and go down the back of the house, it's so cold. Help me. Where was I up to? Yeah, cool. I was actually considering going to mullet. I reckon with the mullet and the beard, I'd look real savage. I'd, I'd look like the sort of guy that's gonna fuck you up. Do you know how they make travel difficult for Australians? They charge us $500 for a passport. Fucking greedy cunts. I've been about 4 times, I reckon. It's ridiculous. Woo. Cheers. So is Cherie staying with you, dude, or like is she at home and you're in Franger? Yeah, I know. How fucked is it, dude? That's what I mean. Every government thing in Australia is just like so far beyond any other country in cost. Australia, that the part I remember reading about it. Australia's passport cost is more than double the second most expensive in the world. That's how fucked it is. We're prisoners and they don't want us to ever leave. Yeah, I thought that'd be the case. Somewhat, it's a fair way to go, but I thought if Cherie wasn't there with you, you'd probably just end up driving all the way back home. But yeah, that makes sense. Did you say happy birthday to her for me? Yes. Atta boy. I bought some beers to send to you for vocation, naught and nice chocolate stouts, but sorry to say I'm drunk. That's awesome. Good on ya. Get them into you. Postage price, customs, all that shit. Probably not worth it anyway. Yes, I am UK. I'm a British boy. Apparently, I'm a Derby boy. I'm next to Raggy. Yeah, like dad's side's like Derbyshire, as you say it, I think, and then mum's side's like Irish. There's no doubt, mum. There is absolutely no doubt that mum's ancestry is Irish. All, all her brothers, her like everyone just involved. It's like there's just so much Irish going on. They fucking love a drink. They're all obsessed with music. They love a scrap when they get a little drunk. Like, yeah, it's just I'm not surprised at all. Yeah. Yeah, well, as I said, happy birthday, Cherie, and thanks for having me that night. Very good hospitality, you and Juzzy. For two very kind, awesome people. Yeah, as you said, dude, the magnet things. If I got one with did I end up sending you the photo of the dogs? Because I was going to send you the photo of the dogs to show you what with the magnets. Because you were banging on about the fridge magnet. I'll show you the photo now what I would want. I don't even know how to look it up. I'm lost. There it is. Okay. Look at me with long hair. I forgot about that photo. There you go, Juzzy. That's how long my hair was, bro. That was only like last year. I look like Jesus. Jesus is back, baby. Here's one of me and DJ, the owner of Mountain Culture. How cool's that? That's fucking awesome. I forgot I had that photo. That's unreal. Trying to find the photo of the two dogs. I always go back to it. Yeah, this one. Look at that. Oh yeah, that is one of the greatest photos of all time. So that's what I wanted. Yeah, if I got a fridge magnet, Phil, that would be fucking awesome with my two boys side by side. They're shaped like a heart. Yeah, I'm trying to grow it back, Evie. It's got a bit of length in it at the moment, but it got really damaged, so I had to cut it off. I shaved it. Yeah, it was awesome when it was real warm. Looked good. I'm just looking through heaps of old photos now, and it's like, oh, like pulling on the heartstrings. I could have seen one of me and my best mate at his wedding. I miss him so much. Yeah, no, it's definitely normal island. God, that's ridiculous. They're such cunts. I guarantee in some way my super's fucked. I bet you like they've taken already a heap of that. Something will be fucked with it. Cheers, Cherie. Cool. Oh I meant to show you I showed you the photo I took of the Harbour Bridge, didn't I? That Harbour Bridge photo is sick. Where is it? Yeah, this one. Oh yes. Yeah, look at that. That is cool. So I took that photo when I was going to the Parkway gig at Opera House. The photo I took of Parkway was pretty cool, except there's one guy with his camera up in the air. I'm like, oh, if only he fucking moved. See, look at that. They're all like arm in arm. If that one guy there in the middle wasn't there, it would have been fucking perfect. Yeah. Yeah, it was good when we caught up. It was like, yeah, just like we've been mates for years. Yeah, I used to get heaps of compliments. So like yeah, if you got something like that and you get heaps of compliments, it like makes you feel good about yourself. Yeah, it's so good. The two boys. Now I've thought about doing like the Viking thing. You know how like with the Viking they do like the little plaits and they've got like the beads in it. So you do like sort of where it lines up with your moustache. You do like a little sort of plait like either side down there, and it's got a little bead in it, and then I don't know what you do with that, but that was one thing I considered doing there for a while. The shit thing is though, is yeah, it's sort of when it might sort of be dodgy when it comes to work. Yeah, I started getting sort of like yeah, damaged parts like dreadlocks and yeah, like just from knots and yeah, getting stuff in my hair and stuff. Like yeah, it started to get a bit unhealthy. Fucking oath. Dogs rule the world, bro. I met your dog. I fucking love your dog. Banged up abroad. I remember that show. Yeah. Yeah. So what's gonna happen next year, dude? Parkway are gonna do their own festival and it's gonna be more regional areas. So they're doing one in Geelong, so that's closer to me. And rumor is Amity's gonna be the one of the bands on the bill. It's going to be pretty rad. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Fucking oath. My two are very loyal. I was talking about at work today how little Jackie boy, the brown one, the darker one, the younger one. When I first got him, he was sort of like that sort of dog. He's like, "Stay away from me, get away from me, motherfucker." Like, he was sort of like I don't know, like he liked to play and stuff, but he was a little bit standoffish. Like he wouldn't let you like hug him and that sort of stuff. Whereas Angus was like very touchy feely from the get go. And then Jack have just completely changed, like did a fucking 180 and yeah, all of a sudden loves to be hugged and yeah, he's always coming up in my camera on like live shows and yeah, it's pretty funny how they change. Fucking oath. A dog definitely senses a good personality. That's what I reckon. Yeah, that's exactly who he's named after. The great AC/DC guitarist. But yeah, I used to, when I was a kid, the neighbours that were like family friends had a gold Labrador called Angus. And apparently I had a really good connection with it as a kid. And I always thought, oh, I want to get a gold Labrador when I'm older and call it Angus. And then, yeah, because I'm an AC/DC fan as well, like it fits. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Back to the old cherry riper. Bon, that's cool. Fuck yeah. What type of dog? I'm always full of good stories, Juzzy. You know me, brother. like the story when the first time I went in a plane, I jumped out of it. Not many people can say that. Oh yeah, first time I went in a plane, I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna skydive. It's like you're already pumped with adrenaline, and then they open the door and go, "Okay, buddy, time to get out." I'm like, "Fuck!" I definitely want to swim with sharks. Who's with me? Yeah, pit bulls are good. There's got to be. It's got to make sure if you got dogs like that, they're just got to be trained well. Ugh. If they're trained well, they're fucking loyal. They're caring. They're the same as any other dog. Me. That's what life's about, though. In my opinion, too many people judge like success with the career you have and how much money you have and what house you own and all that bullshit. I couldn't give a fuck about assets. At the end of the day, happiness and experiences and all that sort of things what's good about life. And I know that, yeah, like I definitely live my life. Like I do as much as I can, always seeking for more. Yeah, that would be rad. That would be very nice. Sort of north of Western Australia coast is good for that. Yeah, it's definitely a I don't know, it's a thing that people are gonna love or hate. Yeah. I sort of want to do it in the most dangerous spot. So yeah, South Australia, like you know what it's like there, the fucking massive sharks, Great Southern Bite or whatever it's called. I want to go out on one of those day trips where they take you out to the middle of the ocean. It's deep as fuck, and you got the real big like great whites. Go down in a cage and just experience it. But I sort of want to do it with someone else. I just feel like it's one of those things. It's such a massive, I don't know, massive bucket list thing I want to tick off, and look, such a great experience. But I want someone else to do it with me that's as keen as what I am. So yeah, it's just finding that other person. Fuck yeah. There you go. He's someone that wants to do it. Yeah, I've just always been keen. It's just something I wanted to do for so long. Just being in that cage and knowing that that thing outside the cage could fuck you up in an instant. It's just it's like, it's humbling, like a humbling experience. Like, as I said earlier, I've always felt like I'm not really worried about many people and I'm not afraid of much. But you go down in a cage in the middle of the ocean and you've got this fucking 5 meter great white just hanging there waiting to get you. It's like that humbles you. That makes you think, fuck, like, I mean nothing. Yeah. 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 When I went skydiving, it was so fucking awesome. Awesome. I'll have to check them out. But yeah, that gig that's on next year is meant to be rad. So I don't know where you'll be at the time, but in Melbourne there's going to be one at is it Caribbean Market or Caribbean Gardens or whatever it is. So yeah, they're going to play there. But the rumor is it's going to be like Amity Affliction, Beartooth, maybe I Prevail. Um, there's rumors of possibly like Killswitch Engage or Trivium, someone like that, like an international act. It's going to be rad. It's going to be so good. It's just weird to think that I travelled all the way to Sydney to go see them at the Opera House, and now they're playing like 50 minutes down the road. Yeah, you got to go in a cage. There's no way you're going to do it without a cage. You get eaten. So what you do, you go out on a boat, like a chartered boat. You go out for the day. Some of them are overnight, but most are just during the day. You'll go out early in the day and come back sort of later in the afternoon. And they'll take you out to a spot where it's like deep as fuck, and they know that there's going to be a heap of great whites around. And they've got like meat and stuff, and they'll fucking launch it in, and all of a sudden there'll be sharks everywhere. So you get down the back of the boat, you go down into the cage, and you're like wearing a wetsuit and a fucking mask and shit. And you're down in the cage, and all the sharks are surrounding the cage because the meat's sort of lure and like near it. And yeah, they're all just coming up and banging their heads on the cage and all that sort of shit. Like, it's pretty intense. And yeah, it's like, yeah, obviously you're paying for it. Nah, you can't do that. You wouldn't be able to. You can't just swim with them naturally. You get fucked up. Yeah, for sure, dude. It's like a touristy thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was just talking about, Evie. And that's when I was describing it to you and I thought you were the other Evie. That was funny. Yeah. There's definitely times where the cage has come unstuck and like people have got fucked up. Um there was one recently and the shark got down into the cage and the guy in the cage is just fucking like done the whole fucking like curled up into like a fetal position up against the side of the cage, and the shark was just going dig 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 and didn't know what the fuck to do, and then just got out of there. So the guy survived it. It's fucking. There's definitely there's massive risk involved for sure. Nah, I'm gonna leave just because you're leaving. So if you're gonna be back in 10 minutes, I'm gonna leave at 9 minutes. Nah, I'll be here, dude. I reckon I'll be here for at least another half hour. Pardon me. That was very rude. Yeah. Cool. See, I've like swam in the ocean with sharks, but they're sharks that aren't going to fuck you up. There's no way in hell you were going to just gracefully swim around and have a great white swimming there with you, and there's nothing in between you and the shark, or otherwise you are meat. Time to go back to the stout. Actually, I still need to drink this. I'm lost. I'm a lost boy. Just been going casually for 3 hours. Has everyone hit the like button? If not, do so, please. It's almost one of those things when it's like your mates, people you watch all the time. It should be just a thing where you just automatically just go boom, hit the like button, write a comment. I'm trying to do that with people I watch. You just sort of, I don't know, you forget about it or you get a bit lazy. Cheers, Evie. You're a good kid, as I say. It's cool that you're in so you're in like northern suburbs, Melbourne, or somewhere near there anyway. If you're near Carwin Cellars. Oh, man, I really can't be fucked working. Yeah, I thought you would, mate. It's only Monday and I've already had enough of the week. Cheers for your support. You've been very good. Very, how do I say it? I don't know. It was funny though, that interaction recently where I thought you were the Evie I used to work with, and then, yeah, and then you're like, "Oh, do you think it's someone else or something?" I'm like, "Fuck!" I'm back to the stout again. See how it's got that sort of slightly off-white head? It's definitely not white. It's got that slight tan to it. And you can just tell by looking at the logo. Oh, so you're close to the bar and everything. That's cool. Would have been funny if you joined as well. Evie! So yeah, like you, is it you, Stephen, and a couple of others we've all sort of met through TJ? Is that how it works? Oh, damn it. Good beer. Good beer, Kim. It's like a sort of like a lower hazy IPA, isn't it? Yeah. Tutaki. I love all the Maori words. They're fucking awesome. Mutaki taki. a, lot, a lot of them sound Japanese, and that's what we're laughing about. Yeah. See, I still haven't met TJ. We will meet eventually. My particular place I keep telling him to go to, I know that it's one of the greatest places in Melbourne. And I keep saying to go there and he doesn't go. And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. I guarantee you're going to go to this place and be blown away. If it's anything Sammy knows, it's beer, food, or music. You will not be told. Because I need TJ to go there first. Or you will be told, but only between me and you, and we'll go there together. I will not be revealing this place on here. Now, if we catch up, dude, we'll go there. It's fucking awesome. I probably told you about it the other night. Yeah. Now, the place I've been telling him about, it's got so much hype. It's like probably one of the most hype places, like as far as burgers and chicken and that goes in Melbourne. But you got to be in the scene to sort of know it. And I keep fucking saying to him, just go there, do a video there, it'll go well. Oh yeah, I got to get there, rah rah rah, and then he'll go somewhere else. I'm like, oh okay, just keep putting it off. I know that when he goes there, he's going to be blown away. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, see a lot of the beer names from Garage Project lately, like Mataki Taki and all that sort of stuff. It sounds more Japanese than Kiwi. Yeah, well, this place isn't alcohol at all. But yeah, I can sort of see what you mean with the whole, yeah, he doesn't want to promote anything like alcoholic because he doesn't really drink himself. I don't know why, but I think because you know how we get that free membership. Well, I got the free membership, and then all of a sudden I'm not a mod anymore. So I don't know what the fuck's going on there. But I've noticed it's been the same on a few channels. I've been one of the people that's been like one of the first mods, and then all of a sudden you'll get like that free membership trial thing, and then all of a sudden once that ends, it's like you're not a mod anymore. It's like it's fucking ridiculous. So you're on TJs, on Simos, on like a few people I know recently. Rate My Beers, another one. I'm not a Simo. I'm a Simo. I'm not a mod anymore. And it's like I was one of the first people here. What the fuck's going on? Yeah, true. It's like, yeah, it's no big deal. Now I'm trying to find where I was up to. Yes. I like that comment. Oh, so you do a bit of brewing as well, Kim. That's cool. Awesome. Sammy, is there an Evie song that Stephen S? Not sure what you mean by that. Is there an Evie song that Stephen S sings? Evie. Uh, oh, this beer is very nice. What's on for this weekend, Juz? This is my weekend where I can sort of do shit because I finish work Friday lunchtime and don't go back to work till Monday lunchtime. So it's sort of my weekend where I like to go to the city or go do shit somewhere else. Yeah. You'll probably be working because you're being away and stuff. Exactly. There's a beer festival in Bendigo I'm considering going to. Be pretty cool. Apparently, it's like I have been there before. They have like probably 10 bars around Bendigo, and each bar has two breweries, and they have a couple of beers each. And you just walk from like bar to bar and get your couple of beers and then go on to the next one. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to do that again. That'd be awesome. This stout is excellent. Coconut, boom. Chocolate, boom. Bourbon, boom. Caramel, boom. What else has it got? Bit of biscuit, slightly oaky. It's probably more sweet than roasty, but it's a fairly decent balance. 10%, it'll get you. It will get you. I haven't even had dinner tonight. No wonder I'm hungry. Evie. I've got Evie in my head. Evie, let your hang down. Evie, Evie. Do Good tune. Let your hair hang down. Yeah, fucking oath. You have to eat. What time is it? 9:30. Starting to push it for time a little for the time I have to get up, but Yeah, I'm going okay. Smooth, creamy, medium mouthfeel. That bourbon character's delightful. Coconut, epic. Chocolate, caramel. It is a very nice beer. Slightly biscuity. Yeah, it's like I feel like just a little more roast would elevate it slightly, but yeah, all in all, very good job. Can't fault it too much. It's very nice. I'm going to do a cuvee with the two, like I do a cuvee with the red and the black IPA and then the two pastries. Be interesting to see how they go. Yeah, boy. You know it. There's like I always remember when I was like first getting into craft beer at Dan Murphy's, there was that banana bread beer. It was one of the UK breweries. I was like, how do they make a beer that tastes like banana bread? Now you look at it, it's like, wow, like that. I mean, it's still pretty cool, but like, yeah, I've had so many beers since then. It's just like you wouldn't even consider that out of the park. Whew. If I do a beer chug tonight, what song do I do? Yes. One of the questions I had tonight, or one of the comments I had in one of the chugs tonight, it was or yesterday, I think it was. Why the beer? Why the beer when you're singing away to these tunes? And I just said, well, I said I'm a beer reviewer and I love my music, so it was just a way to combine my two loves. I said it just started as a thing where I started chugging beers to rad songs. And the guy goes, "Oh yeah, that's fucking fair enough. Good on you. Like I'm all about it, sort of thing." So I was like, "That's cool." G'day, g'day, g'day. Cheers, brother. Good to see you. Brr, 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 brr. Yeah, this tastes like a bounty bar in alcoholic form. This tasted like a cherry ripe in alcohol form. Sammy, you drink, I drive. Awesome. Where are we going? Let's do it. I'm in the passenger seat and we're going. We're going somewhere. I don't know where we're going, but you're driving, I'm drinking. Fuck yeah. Yes, I certainly do. Now I'm trying to think of it. Fuck. Why can I not think of it? Says something about a lager. I'm sure it does. And I'm drawing a blank. Let's do it. Chumbawamba. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna bring me down. He takes a whiskey drink. He takes a lager drink. Yes. How could I not think of that? I've heard that song about 35,000 times. Damn it! Why do I miss your lives? You're here. You're always here. What are you talking about? Yeah, boy. Oh man, I'm lit. These 4 beers were phenomenal. Imagine if it become a thing where just every Monday night I got real loose. Cheers to Short Straw for bringing Evie to me. Yeah, boy. Yes. Good times. Good times, great hits. Coast FM. Ooh. I'm about to do some cuvées that might fuck me up. Nah, the good thing is I'm still at least an hour within my allocated bedroom time. I feel like I always knew tonight I wasn't gonna get as much sleep as I probably wanted doing this whole 4 beer review thing, but yeah, I had a particular time in mind that I wanted to go to bed, and I'm still well before that. So no, I'm gonna eat before I go to bed. So what I wanted to do is I feel like it will help to have a meal after the drink before I go to bed. Soak it all in, if you get what I mean. Yes. One thing I need to remember that I've got the hiccups. Real bad. I got the hiccups. Oh man. um yeah, I need to go out to the clothesline and get at least one fresh towel. Because I do not want to be waking up at 4 in the morning and using a slightly damp towel. I do, bro. Am I not allowed to end my drinking at 10 p.m.? Yeah, I will. How'd your shopping go, Thomas? Did you get all your supplies? La, 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 la. Now, I've got something in mind. I was always going to eat once I was done here, so I was going to have a couple of glasses of water and whatever food I had ready, and then drift off to sleep. Get myself a solid, probably 6 or 7 hours. It's about all I was going to get. But he's back. I meant to leave before you come back, so I fucked up. Nah, good to see you back, bro. No, I will have something. Yeah, boy. George Thorogood. Cool. What are you cooking, dude? I know, I definitely know that you are quite the foodie. So yeah, interesting to see what you're dishing up. Yep. Tomorrow night I'm going to cook up a Thai curry. Um, I'm thinking massaman, going to be heavy on the chili and the vegetables, and I think I'm going to go chicken. Always enjoyable. Sweet. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, for sure. I love a good curry, heaps of spice. Smash in the meat, the protein, heaps of veggies. Can't go wrong. Cool. Oh, yes. That sounds good. Fuck yeah. Star anise. Get it in there. Little bit of aniseed, baby. Another thing I've been doing heaps of lately is like stir-fried noodles. Getting the big old Hokkiens, smashing it in with like heaps of vegetables, and I don't know what it is, but I seem to lean towards pork every now and then. Get a nice pork, maybe Chinese barbecue. But yeah, as far as like, I don't know, as far as ethnic cuisine goes, Thai is probably my favorite. And yeah, it's like, when it comes to cooking at home, though, it's all about, yeah, what sort of ingredients you have to be able to fulfill a lot of these Asian dishes. You think, oh yeah, they're pretty easy if you got like a stir through sauce. If you're making them from scratch, there's about 35 different spices and shit you need. Ooh, sounds good, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, so many people are against pork. I love it. Yeah. Faux. F. I love people trying to pronounce it. It's awesome. Yeah, the spicier the better. So good. When it's real hearty, there's heaps in it, heaps of spice. It's all yes. Time for some cuvées, boys and girls. So we have the red, the diamonds, the red IPA with kicks, and we have the black IPA, the clubs with bracket. So what we're going to do is a little combination. Yeah. This could be quite interesting. Ban me? Fuck yeah. I've had plenty of them. Ooh, Kim. Kim knows what's going on. Yeah, I know Short Straw's vegetarian. You know it. So we have a mixture, a cuvee of the red and black IPA. So kicks and bracket and working title. Let's see how they go together. Oh, it smells good. It smells awesome because you get the caramel, the toffee, the huge toffee backbone, but then you get the roast as well, and then you just the like the pine and the citrus is in the background going, "Hey, hello." Like the citrus is like so fierce. It's like candy sweetness. I still think I don't know if it wins or not, but that red IPA is so good. It could possibly be the pick of the bunch. It's tough. It's a tough one. Asian cuisine, Vietnamese, a mix with French culture, perfection. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Nah, I didn't make it up. It's a thing. It's sort of a thing, if you get what I mean.
Let's just say it's sort of a thing. A cuvee. Ah. I get huge toffee, and then I get a little bit of biscuit, and then I get some coffee and some chocolate. But the citrus is massive. It's like grapefruit, orange, lemon, mandarin. And then you're getting like pine resin, like grassy, earthy notes. It's delightful. It's very nice. Cheers. Funnily enough, on the palate, just very malty. All that sort of hop character just went out the window. And yeah, I just got like chocolate and caramel. That's weird. Yeah, on the aroma, you get a shitload of citrus, but it's just not there once you taste it. Yeah. So it's certainly one of those cuvées that doesn't deliver. Like some of them you'll have and you'll be like, fuck, that actually drinks better than both the beers or one of the beers. But yeah, that one's no good. So yeah, just one for the people. And I'm gonna go to the loo. I'll be back shortly. Oops, wrong one. And we're back. Next cuvee. This one's going to be interesting. It's going to be very coconut forward. So, the last one, Cherry Ripe Pastry Red by Future at 8%. And Coconut Rough Pastry Stout, collaboration with One Drop at 10%. Cuvée. I think this one will work very well. Where's my glass? Science, baby, science. Cool. So you could say that this is 9%. We've got an 8 and a 10. Ooh. Ooh. Cool. I haven't missed any comments. So this is the cuvee of the two big pastry boys. It's like a sort of a dark tan in colour. Looks like a bit of a mess. Oh, the coconut is so strong. So I'm getting like chocolate, coconut, cherry, caramel. Like bread, biscuit. It's got a real pastry vibe to it. It's like, yeah, very cakey. Not getting any coffee notes. The roast, gone. Completely gone. Roast is out the window. Like the chocolate is milk chocolate now. It is not roast. It's not dark chocolate. It's like, yeah, because of the coconut, the vanilla, like it could be the darkest, most roastiest chocolate you've ever had, but it's just been brought down that level. There's no coffee. It's not bitter at all. It's like, yeah, this pure pastry. It could possibly be the world's greatest dessert. Nah, so Phil, the brewery is Working Title out of Brisbane. So these guys. And then each beer has been a different Sydney brewery. So the first one was Kicks out of Sydney. And then Bracket out of Sydney. But these two beers we're having now that I've combined, it's Future, who I fucking love right now. In all honesty, probably my top 3 right now. Absolutely love them. So very appropriate with the heart. Sammy loves a bit of Future. So yeah, they're out of Marrickville in Sydney. And then the other one is One Drop. They're out of Sydney. But yeah, Future.
So fucking rad. Oh, it's just like joining them together. It's sort of like it elevates sweetness. It elevates like the adjuncts. It's almost like there needs to be more roast, but it's like really good. You just get that. You get the character from the roast, but you also get like the red, like the caramel. It's massive caramel. That's what I get, like huge caramel, coconut, and then yeah, you're getting like a slight sort of citrusy undertone, some chocolate. But yeah, I feel like with these beers, the cuvées aren't as good as the beers by themselves. So that was very sweet, very very sweet, but still went pretty well. So my opinion on the four, it's a big call, but normally I would just say what my favourite is, maybe the second favourite, maybe the least favourite. I feel like in this circumstance, I want to say what my favourite is, and then I'll go from there. So, okay. So, funnily enough, the one I picked the most out of all four of them is the lowest ABV and probably the most simple out of the four, but something about it. I just think it's banging. So it's the red IPA, the Kicks Brewing collab. So it's a red IPA at 7.5%. I just thought it was so punchy and like just offered so much. I was very impressed. But yeah, all four beers are good. So if yeah, if anyone's watching this back, if your beer isn't in the top four, it's like no stress. But I'd probably say the second favorite would be the One Drop collab, the big stout. I mean, you've got a bourbon barrel aged stout featuring coconut. So I mean, you're always going to be up against it if you're the other. So yeah, this bad boy, just full of flavour, hit so much, like sweet. Um, had some awesome barrel character. Yeah, very enjoyable. Ugh. I was sort of like halfway through drinking one when it was everyone was talking about it. So yeah, I feel like Kicks is number one and then this is second, but it's four horses in a close race, if you get what I mean. Very, very happy with this series. All four are bangers, and yeah, I'll try and keep the cans for all of them. Yeah, not sure what's going to be next, but there'll be something tomorrow. Yeah, we're back into weekdays working. Everybody's working for the weekend. I better check some comments.
Yeah, I went to the brewery, dude. Back in the day, we used to get heaps of their stuff at Hopheads. Hopheads are in Melbourne, so we used to get heaps of sauce, and some of their shit was fucking unbelievable. Like some of their hazies and stuff. And I don't know if they slipped slightly or I don't know what happened, but yeah, I didn't see them as much anymore. So, but yeah, early days, loved them. Fucking hell. It's tough to read the old thingo when you don't know where you're up to. Here we go. We might be close. So that was last comment. Fuck yeah. So I haven't had any this time round, but last time I went to Sydney, I had quite a few. Um, yeah, I felt like sauce were very similar to it was two of the Sydney breweries. One had a yes. Yeah, that was a brewery I went to just randomly. I went to Bonehead, which was Kensington, and then yeah, that Henry Street, I reckon, was in a similar area. I went and checked them out. It was pretty cool, but like, yeah, just very random.
Yeah, I got a bit close there, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I I pulled myself out of that one. Ooh. Nah, I was looking at my phone and then I was checking something that was in the chat earlier, and then I sort of started looking down. I'm like, fuck, what am I doing? Snap out of it, boom, and now I'm back. I'm a good boy. So yeah, I've finished the drinks anyway, so I should probably wrap it up. It's been awesome hanging out with everyone. If you haven't liked the stream yet, don't hesitate to give us a little thumbs up. Yeah, it's been a good time. So out of the four, as I said, the red IPA was banging. Number one, easily. Working title. They're a great brewery. Really enjoy them. I love the fact that they started out as a gypsy brewery, and then they were going so well, and the brewery that they used to gypsy at was starting to struggle. They've ended up buying the place like that was struggling, and now they're doing well. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll maybe try and do something as epic as this. I'm trying to get through some big beers, so tonight was fun. I love doing this sort of shit. It's awesome. So it's like as I say, at times it's more about the product. It's more about the person and the characters and the anything else. Like we love just talking about anything on this stream. So thanks everyone for getting involved. Love yous all. I'm out of here. You'll probably see me a similar time tomorrow. Who knows what it'll be, but thanks everyone for chiming in. It's always good times. Cheers.